Hello again, amazing people. So today I want to talk a little bit more about the startup mistakes and what is most important, the startup mistakes which I'm guilty of. My company is guilty of doing those things or not doing the things which we should have done maybe long time ago. So let me start. I have here the small list of 6 points, 6 mistakes which we done, and if you are working on your own startup, don't do that. Just don't do that. So first on my list is market research. On the beginning, when I started working on this project on Taskeo, I started as a it started as a project management platform, and I didn't do like enough market research. Like project management is huge market, that's for sure. And for sure there is a lot of money in this market, but it's super competitive. And if you are starting with a project, I would choose something different on the beginning, at least something more niche, less competitive. Just go to Capterra or G2 and check like how many products are in the specified category, what reviews they have, what are the weak points in those comments. This can help you a lot and just make your life so much easier. So that's one. Next is listening to everyone's advice. So with time, when you have your startup, and some users will sign up and you will start talking with them, each user will have different vision how your product should look like. And I know like all the gurus are advising to talk as much with your user as possible. That's kind of true. Talk with many of them, but I would say you need to be good at filtering the things you hear from them. So what's important? Just note down everything you learn from your users, and you need to categorize those things into few categories. The categories I would say should be by the possibility to increase the conversion and income for your company. So I would just scale it from 1 to 5, like how much this can help the future users and how it will maybe push the new users to actually buy your product. So I would focus just on that. Next is listening to advice of experts from different niche. I have made that mistake. I have been talking with some people in SaaS industry, in SEO and so on, and even one guy who was expert in sales. He was working from this different startup, but he was working in completely different niche. He was working in HR, and what was working there completely didn't work out for us. So be very careful, like what advice you take in and accept. It's good to test those things, good to make mistakes, but I would advise you do that quickly. Don't waste too much time. Don't overthink. Like if something doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. Just accept the data and move on, right? So that's super important. Next point is staying too long in development phase. Oh, this is big one. We have been guilty of that at a few times actually, especially on the beginning, because it took us actually like more than between half and 1 year to go to the market, and it was definitely too long time. We should have been like after half year we should already be listed on Product Hunt and getting feedback from people, and maybe we could shorten this time to get product market fit. Okay. Next mistake: not using advertising and marketplaces. So we entered the marketplace just recently. I would say it's like three months ago. We started using Capterra, and with really great, maybe not super great, but great results. We are still working on that funnel. It will take us another, I would say, maybe half year to master it, get enough reviews, enough traction, and increase the conversion rate. But definitely without that, we wouldn't get more feedback from the new users. We wouldn't get some offers which otherwise would be definitely like very hard or even impossible to get those. So yeah, this is the great way to go. Even if you don't have a big budget, I think like you can start with like $100 per month for like Google Ads, another 100 for Capterra, and just keep it going, right? Keep it going and get those users, get the feedback. You will get enough data to work on your product and make it better. Okay, so next is this is kind of counter advice to what I heard in many places, but it seems like from my experience, at some point, it makes much more sense. So everyone is talking like you need to have like perfect product, and the product is the most important. Yes, that's kind of true, but there is time where you should stop developing a product and focus only on the elements which are helping your conversions and helping to just sell better and more. We have been working on the product for like 2.5 years, and what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything if the users doesn't engage with the product and long enough and build a habit and start using it regularly. So that's why, in my opinion, the best way is to at some point just focus on the things which definitely will help your conversions and adoption. So like onboarding, then upselling users, educating them, building this habit of using the product you are building. That's the most important, I would say, like not in the super early phase, but at our stage right now, this is like priority number one. Okay, so that's all about the mistakes we have done. What do you think about that? Maybe we should do something differently. Maybe you see some mistake we are still doing, and we should fix that. Let me know in the comments, and subscribe and support our goal, our hard career. And thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.